I'm making my return to the stage. I used to do stand-up comedy years ago. I quit. I don't even know why anymore. Who cares? I first went on stage in 1984. Can you believe that shit? I'm getting old. I just turned 58 this year. I'm pushing 60. I'll be pulling it pretty soon. I'm so old it actually says Negro on my birth certificate. I don't even go out for New Year's. I stay at home and watch my own ball drop. I heard that there was somebody from Chicago. You guys from Chicago?
Yeah.
Are you going up?
Yeah.
You a comedian?
No.
No? Oh, well, you will be soon. I gotta warn, are this your family?
Yeah.
I gotta warn you, this shit is a disease. Stand-up comedy is a mental illness. Did you guys treat her well in childhood? Because that's what we're all fucked up. All this comedian. I tried to quit the business, years ago, and it just pulls me back. I got old and I'm like, fuck it. What do I got to lose? I had kind of a screwed up childhood. So I was going through therapy, and black people, we don't go to therapy, but that's another story. I was going through therapy, and I realized that comedy was something I need to get back to, because, I was in group therapy, and, when I'm talking about my stories and relaying childhood experiences and all the life experiences and struggles, I go, this shit would come out funny, the group, they'd be laughing and cracking up and having a good time, And the guy who was running the group, he's like, Brian, you really ought to get back into stand-up because, you really tell funny stories, I just have one little critique, you tend to dominate the room, and nobody ever gets a word in edgewise. I'm like, you got to give me the light. Oh, it's tough. Life is tough out there, I just, as you get older, you start to realize that people don't care as much anymore, you don't get calls anymore. The only person that calls me on a regular basis is Scam Likely. Get 6-7 calls a day from Scam Likely, That's one of my quirks. I'm taping myself because I keep saying Do I say a lot? I keep saying I gotta get that tick off. But that's why I came back to stand-up, because, it's just like, I quit and I went into a whole nother business. I went into real estate, and you know what? I came back to stand-up because the thought of sucking at 2 careers just couldn't deal with it. I'm just over everything. I'm over being black. Not for the obvious reason. It's like, why do we deal with so much race issues? I'm almost 60 years old. I've been dealing with this shit my whole life, Why do people still talk about race and racial issues? And people look at me and still get intimidated because, black guy. You know what I'm saying? I might look like this on the outside, but I'm actually Jared on the inside. Just a white guy who likes to play Dungeons and Dragons. Talking to my sister, I learned that I'm not allowed to date out of my race. What the hell is that all about? Aren't we all the same race, the human race? What the fuck? My sister's like, I showed her a picture of a girlfriend I was seeing. She's like, she white! Like I stepped on her fucking hand. Oh, get off my hand, she white! I'm arguing with her. I go, she's a person of color. I'm like, white's a color, isn't it? I guess not, huh? I don't know what I'm going to close on. I think I'm going to close on this. I grew up with a friend. He had a severe stuttering problem. We used to tease this guy, poor guy. He recently died in jail. Guy never could finish a sentence. 1 on 12. Oh, thank you.